We're very close. Big breath, everyone. Big breath, exhale. We've got this. So we went over a lot of material the last couple of days, and you may feel very overwhelmed and like you're buried, but we really are here to help, and it's definitely a partnership. We're here to support you. We're learning too. We have a lot of change management at our organizations, so it's not only change for you, it's change for us. So we're working through that, but we want to work together, and we want to share some of the things we're doing to help you be successful, and in turn helping us be successful. And it also helps us in our internal deployment, right? So we don't want you to feel overwhelmed. So we shared a similar slide like this earlier. Barbara showed something very similar, right? But it's very important that you understand that we're aligning to industry standards. So we're trying to get rid of all the confusing rights and lefts we take, or how we, I use the word Pratt-tize things, right? At Pratt Whitney, that's who I work for. We come up with their own buzzwords, right? And the other OEMs do the same. So we're trying to align around industry standards to make your life easier. We're going to break down the rest of the items on the list in the slides, but we didn't really talk a lot about AS 13100. Rev A is in ballot. We had some bumps in the road, but it should be released by the end of the year. And no big changes, so we're not burying you again, but really it's just wording it much better than it was worded in the first pass. You know, in a document so big with so many organizations working to create the reference material and the standard, you know, some language in there could be confusing, especially if English isn't your first language. One little small example, in some sections we called something a characteristic. Now, in some sections we call it something a feature. So we're aligning around feature and getting rid of the characteristics. So you're going to see a lot of small changes in Rev A, but that'll be coming by the end of the year. So the standard was written by the committee, and the committee members, many of them are also on industry teams that write 9100, 9145, 9102 for first articles. It's the same individuals who helped write the language in AS 13100, and it's the same individuals who contribute to the reference material. All the reference material is there for you to be successful. And, you know, I had the little man there. We want you to take and use all that information to help you be successful. So the RMs are written to support all the methods and the shalls in AS 13100. So essentially I'm telling you to steal shamelessly and use that information and use it within your organization to be successful. You can also get some good information through the AESQ Supply Chain Handbook. So there's a lot of free information out there. Human factors is relatively new. Take advantage of the RM. You know, go out there, print it out, use it within your organization, steal shamelessly, and it'll really help you be successful. And if you have questions, you know, you can bring those questions to us, and I'm going to show you how to do that. One of the things that we found is we have training, which is in the coming slides, but there's sometimes we need very focused training. So the SMIGs, the subject matter experts, have put together webinar sessions that are very focused. So this is the rest of the year, what sessions are available if you're interested. And they're really to help you be successful. And like I said, they're very focused. So if you're interested in the second one, FMEA software, you know, you can attend that session. It's free. A lot of the times the sessions might not fit your timing or your needs, so we record them and we post them on the AESQ webpage. So any past seminars or webinars that we've had, including this one, will be posted on our webpage. So you and your organization can use those. And, you know, I'm sure your whole team can't be here, so you can share them with your whole team. So we look forward to you signing up for them. And one of the things we're working on better linkage to some of the other training, like maybe referencing the Quality Foundations training or some of the other training material that we provided to you. So we're learning, and we're taking those lessons learned and applying it through the different methods, right? So if you didn't get a chance to visit me out this morning, this is a different training that we currently have. The executive overview exposes your company to what we're trying to do and why we're trying to do what we're doing. The quality requirements training is really good for your users and within your organization that are going to work to AS 13100. You know, I say 10 hours. It's closer to 15 hours. It's online. It's web-based. You get access for 1 calendar year. And then we created the foundations training. The foundations training is very, very important. It's the members within your organization that are responsible for the deployment of the AS 13100. They're expected to attend the foundations training, right? It's very hard for us to put words in a procedure that are scalable, right? I talked to some folks and they worked in automotive for quite some time. So they're going to have a very good understanding, a lot of Chapter B and Chapter C tools, but others may not have that. But so you have to really scale it to what your business needs. The expectation is, though, that you utilize that class. So I'll use the word practitioner. If you're the person who's going to make sure that your organization is deploying AS 13100 correctly, then you should attend that foundations class. And it says quality foundations. The intent is it's not just the quality thing, right? This whole thing isn't a one and done like a first article. This is a living and breathing process. So engineering, manufacturing engineering, quality, a lot of your organization has to be part of this journey for it to be successful, right? The SAE is taken upon themselves to create training that's very focused, right? So based on the RMs. So those classes are also available. There is a fee for those classes. They're web-based, but they're instructor-led, and they're very well done. So if human factors is really scary to you, then you can get some lessons learned from the SAE that is really focused around the RM. With the human factors, just because I brought it up, that really ties to a lot of new airworthiness directives. So it really ties into safety management. And it's important, but it is kind of new to some, right? I'm going to hand it over to Helen.
Yes, so as we have repeated many times now, you can go to the AESQ homepage and find all of this. So please do, and please start looking. We had a discussion by one of the tables before about kind of that we as customers also needs to help to train or to support. And yes, of course, we will try our utmost best to do that. But we will also all point back to these homepages, the webinars and so on. Because we do believe that if you kind of train yourself a little, then you can start asking more questions. And we think that the other trainings might be more beneficial for you. So go there, please. You can also be an AESQ contributing member, if you like to. We are 10 member companies today, and you can be a contributing member. You subscribe in the AESQ newsletter when you go to the homepage, and there you can get more information about what's up, what's the next forum, what new trainings come by, what's the webinars, and so on. And you can actually also join the community of practice on LinkedIn and share your questions with colleagues around the world and get the answers and discuss different things. So there are many opportunities. And what I missed on the second row there is also that you can be a part of writing the actual requirements by being a member of the SAE G22 group. So there are many options. This is the newsletter. We send one out every month. You can see what we're up to. And you can also send an AESQ email request form. We try to respond to every kind of question that comes our way. So there is a Q&A section on the website where we frequently respond to questions. The communities of practice. You can see in this case, Carl, it's you that's on your community where the discussion is ongoing about something that people are asking about. And these are the communities of practice activities that is ongoing at this point, where we have different kind of work constantly ongoing.
So now we want to open Slido again. And although we think we did a great job, we know there's opportunities. So we'd really like feedback from you on how we can help. So if you can take a second to answer the question. So this helps us understand how do we communicate and how do we get better participation. Wait one more minute. All right, it looks pretty. So it looks like word of mouth is how we're getting our messaging out, right? Happy to see that you're paying attention to the emails and the notifications that the OEMs are sending out. That's one of the things we do is we write a letter under the AESQ and we send it out to our suppliers. So thank you for responding. So can you please help us here with how can we help you and what can we do to make this better? And like we said, this truly is a team sport and we want to partner with you to be successful. As you could tell, we all work really hard. Everyone on the committee has a full-time job, so this is their part-time job, but they're very passionate about driving change. So we want this to be successful, and we really want to partner with you. And you've heard it many times, but our customers, and we spent a lot of time talking about customers and this and that. I think the people that fly and the people that use our product expect it to be flawless, right? Tomorrow I'll fly 14 hours back home, and I want everything to be perfect. I expect it to be perfect, and God forbid something happens to me. I think my family expects it more than me. So how can we all work together to make this better? Not just for me, for everybody. So I see training. So earlier in the week, we did have a committee meeting, and we did talk about training quite a bit. And we're trying to figure out the best path forward to help. I mean, you can see how much commitment we made. There will be a commitment from you. You're going to have to invest in training. As much as possible, we're going to provide free webinars and free training. But, for the SE to hold the courses, it costs money, right? They have to secure a room. They have to pay a trainer. But it is something we're looking at. Looks like 3 more people are typing, so we'll wait for them. All right, we're not going to wait anymore. But thank you so much for the input. Hopefully you found the whole event added a lot of value. And like I said, we really can use your help. We want to partner with you. But, we have to have that open dialogue. And with that, there's a lot of change management, like I said, at our organizations. So if you reach out to some of us, you may get some mixed messages. It's not our intent. I mean, I could speak for Pratt Whitney. We're 48,000 employees, so it's hard to get the message to every employee that what we're working on. And but circle back to us. There's lots of ways we showed you to reach out to us. So do that. If you see something that seems to vary from what we've communicated to you, please feel free to reach out to us.